Hello and welcome back to Rimworld in the amazing colony of Mia, English, and Robles. And of course, Lucky. Lucky's also here. Hey Lucky, how you doing? The ugly Bieber imposter who actually managed to survive this time, which is just great. Where are you going? Oh, he's gonna cook up a little rabbit. That's perfect. So, last time we fought off a pretty terrible attack by a bunch of raiders, and we've continued to work on the museum. At this point, you know, it's getting there. It's pretty close. But there is a bit more work to do on that. Where are you going, Singer? Where is she going? Is she gonna leave our colony? No, Singer! Why would you do this? We saved you! We gave you resources! You should join us! Oh no. No, Singer is leaving. I doubt we'll ever see her again. That's unfortunate. I really expected another member of the colony from that one. How sad. So we should have bills for a few more sculptures from Robles. That's great. And once we get at least half of this set up, we can start actually building those sculptures so that, you know, we can actually have a museum. We will also need a bunch of lights. I did just think about that. So we should probably set up, I think it's under furniture, some standing lamps just to, you know, light up the place. We'll put one in each corner. Because, of course, people can't come and look at amazing works of art in the darkness. That's absurd. There's no way that that could work out. They have to have all of the light to see the amazing works of art. In addition, we should probably work on fixing the layout of our colony. The whole having individual rooms that you have to leave the colony to get into, it's not the best move. So we're gonna fix this up quite nicely and make it all a single building with a single entrance so that we can actually defend it decently instead of having 1,000 different rooms. I mean, in saying that, the rooms did save Lucky at one point when he had to duck into the kitchen, but it's still probably a better move. English, you taking down the stone cutting? Good for you. We'll get that back up and running right up here, and we can just tear down the door, tear down this wall, and we'll build a door here and a wall here, and we'll be able to get into a stone cutting room. Now, in terms of power for this thing, I feel like maybe hooking it up to the main power system wouldn't be the best move in the world. Basically, if we hook it up to the main power system, then, I mean, it's going to be drawing power from their home. I feel like building an individual solar cell and battery for this particular area is going to be the move that we're going to go for. Is it efficient? Probably not. Are we going to do it anyway? Totally, without question. So we're going to get a battery and a solar cell up there, and we'll just expand the little roofing area so that the terrible rain doesn't destroy our battery. And that should be our nice little museum all set up and ready to go. So let's actually get this recutting stone, because we want a ton of cut stones. I mean, even in the future, we'll probably stop making our walls out of wood and start converting them into stone, which will be so much better than wood, because I don't know if you've noticed, but wood burns really nicely, and there's been a lot of fire recently, and I mean a lot of fire. It's kind of absurd when you think about it. Between the Molotov cocktails and the small forest fire that occurred, we do have to think about, you know, protecting ourselves from burning to the ground at some point. Oh, in the very least, everything continues to go well. I mean, so far, survival has continued to not be terribly difficult, outside of the occasional raid. I believe there's actually a goal in this game. I wasn't aware of this, but I think, yeah, our goal is to actually build a ship and launch ourselves into space. I wasn't aware of this previously because, I don't know, I didn't check to see if there was a goal. I figured it was just continual survival, but no, we have to get off of this planet. So maybe the construction of a nice museum is not necessarily the best move, but we're gonna do it anyway, because I can't be asked. So where do we get the nice little... Oh yeah, no. We set up the pieces of art from here. We're going to install the pieces of art in the museum, which will not in any way help us get off this planet, but, you know, it will in the very least make us some sort of, like, cultural bastion for the planet overall. And people will come far and wide to see the great works of art of Mr. Robles. It'll be incredible. Trust me, it's going to be the best thing ever. There we go. Look at that. The beginnings of a great and prosperous museum. So good. So we also need to continue to shift these systems. We're going to have to tear down our butcher's table. And our electric stove, but it's done so well for us. Quite unfortunate. I don't want to tear these things down, but it must be done at some point. What is this? Not again! The alpha beavers! Oh, they've returned. Where are they? Show yourselves! Oh, there they are. Oh, no. We're gonna have to take them out come morning, because these guys are not... They are terrible creatures. They've come here to eat all of our logs, but joke's gonna be on them, as English, Mia and Lucky, probably just them, go and bring the boom to them with their nice little guns. Because Robles, last time he tried to fight an alpha beaver, didn't actually turn out well for him. Kind of unfortunate. He got cut to pieces. It's quite sad. In this case, we should have it nicely under control. So let's reinstall that there and start drafting the militia to come destroy the alpha beavers. My friends, today is the day that we destroy the greatest threat to our civilization. No, not raiders. No, not bandits. Alpha beavers. Oh, look, a timber wolf. Guys, do you want to take on a timber wolf next? I mean, right now you do have to kill off the alpha beavers, which is, I would argue, fairly important. Lucky! What a shot! That was amazing! I mean, last time we hunted down alpha beavers, it was Mia, and she took like 1,000 hours to kill like a single alpha beaver. Out here, we're actually doing a pretty good job. I mean, Mia, make sure you don't get downrange of Lucky in English, because that could be quite dangerous for you. And is that an ostrich? Why is there an ostrich here? I feel like this is not the ideal environment for an ostrich, just saying. Mia, come on. Open fire on the alpha beavers. Oh my word, she's downrange of English and Lucky. This could be a bit dangerous for her. Guys, you can advance on the alpha beavers. It's perfectly fine. Despite the fact that we aren't describing them as terrible, vicious creatures, they're not actually all that dangerous. I mean, if you're using a gun, you should be fine. 90% chance. Mia, are you serious? Oh, it's just, I guess, I mean, in reality, a submachine gun probably isn't the right weapon to use when fighting alpha beavers. I think Lucky and English have it, like, the best with their use of sniper rifles. That definitely makes a lot more sense than a submachine gun. But, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Who's in a poor mood? Lucky? Why are you in a poor mood? Come on, what's up? Let's see. His needs. Looks like he's wearing worn out apparel, ugly environment, insulted. What? I've been directly insulted, what an awful person. Oh, get over it. Urgently hungry. Oh, that's probably the one that's causing the problem, actually. You guys, good job. You've cleared out the alpha beavers. Actually, quite quickly, as opposed to the last time, which took forever. Huh, good job, everyone. Good job. Robles, what are you doing? Oh, farming potatoes. Good for you, Robles. That's pretty useful for the overall colony, I would say. Good job. So we're gonna get this room set back up in a nice little, like, internal containment section. Because we don't want people getting into our kitchen before they actually have to fight through, like, the living room and the research room and all that. We need them to fight as hard as possible to get in here. And really, having a single door is what's gonna do it. We should probably build defenses, like, directly outside the door, but, I mean, that's also our fields. So, you know, just in case we need to retreat. I feel like we won't need to retreat, though. We're actually in a pretty good situation in terms of, like, combat. We're doing pretty well. Let's get the electric stove back up and running. Perfect. Well, things are actually going pretty solidly. And as I say that, I strongly expect very soon for there to be an attack by terrible bandits, because that seems to be what happens when things are going really solidly. So just, like, cross your fingers that we don't get absolutely murderfied, because last time they came with Molotovs and flamethrowers, which, I mean, admittedly we now have their incendiary launcher, but they could have more than one, which is somewhat concerning. Nice. Nice, things are getting worked on. We do need additional lights in pretty much, you know, every place that doesn't have lights, because these people do not like chilling out in dark rooms. I don't know why. I mean, a dark room's not all that bad. You can definitely have worse than that. Like, I don't know, if your room's on fire. At that point, it wouldn't be dark, but it would be trying to kill you. Well, arguably trying to kill you. I mean, that depends on whether or not you can say that rooms have, like, a prerogative. Is that rice? Nice. We got a bunch of rice. We should be able to cook that up into some delicious meals. How far are we on this wooden sculpture? It looks like Robles is about halfway through, so we're going to have to wait a second before we tear down this building. And we do need to get some research done at some point. So what can we do in terms of that? Because currently... Oh, no one's even set to research. Well, why don't you two... Both English and Lucky will be set to researching. Robles is out being a wild man, planting various plants, because, you know, that's what a wild man does, I guess. Oh, nice. Look at the museum. It's so good. You guys all good here? Everyone seems to be asleep except for Lucky. What are you doing? Oh, he's building the solar panels. Good for you, Lucky. We just need more power so that hopefully we can actually charge these batteries up for the nighttime. I mean, right now it's not looking terribly good for the whole battery charging thing because we never have any power during the night. But, I mean, if we get a couple more solar panels, we should be well and under control. Okay. Okay. This is nice. This is nice. Potentially, there are, like, thermal vents, like this thing, that we could connect a, like, steam power generator to and get power that way, but, I mean, we don't even have that technology yet. So that's a pretty, you know, long-range thing to think about. Mia, are you enjoying some art? Nice! You're the first person to have used that museum. Good for you, Mia. She understands what we're going for here. Oh, and we got sandstone blocks. We can throw down some more flooring. Oh, it's just simple movement. So easy. What is making that terrible sound, by the way? I don't even know. There's still a wolf out there. Should we deal with that wolf? Are we concerned about a wolf? I mean, personally, I'm concerned about a wolf. Oh yeah, by the way, our nice little warg needs a better spot to sleep, because right now, you know, she's kind of just sleeping on the floor, which is not acceptable overall. We need to get this, an animal bed. We can make it out of a variety of leather. I say beaver skin, because those beavers deserve it, and we'll just throw that down there. And Damsel will be able to sleep in a nice little animal bed, which will be so much better than sleeping on the floor. I mean, not even Lucky likes sleeping on the floor, and he's a terrible person, so I think Damsel deserves better than what we have here. There we go. Man, we are just a prosperous little group of people at this point. It's so nice. Everyone, tear down the remaining things, hook that room up to the main structure, and we should be well and under control. What is this? Blight? A mysterious blight has destroyed our crops. Oh, that's terrible. I mean, in the very least, we actually, got the majority of the crops up before that happened, but that is not good. That's not something I appreciate. We need all of the resources we can get. Jeez. And in saying that, we do actually need a much larger walk-in refrigerator than we have right now. Unfortunately, there's some weird things with placing these walls, so it's going to have to be shaped sort of strange-like. And there we go. We'll get this up. We're probably going to need to throw another cooler in there to, keep everything nice and fresh. But this is under control. This is under control. I like it. We're not in a terrible position. Okay, this is all set. Demolish this. What are you doing, Mia? Oh, she's bringing stuff to the stockpile. That is actually understandable. That is completely fine. So what did we actually have in this room? I can't even remember. We had the art bench, the sculptor's bench, and we had something else in here as well. It wasn't a stone cutter, but let's get the sculptor's bench up there because we know that was there. And I think we had a electric tailoring bench. I think that was the thing we had. I mean, we don't ever use that, but in case we ever need it to actually build some nice clothes for people, I mean, it is useful. If we ever do actually use it, we'll have it set up there. Nice. So that makes certain that our entire internal, the entire internal section of our base is all connected through one opening door, which is very nice. And we just need to build some sterile tile along the bottom of this with just a bit of silver, which actually makes a lot of sense because silver in real life is antibiotic to an extent, which is pretty solid. So we'll just get the remaining sterile tile so, no, like, disgusting germs get in there and try to kill everything. Because, I mean, if germs come in and blight basically our entire stores of food, I feel like we're not going to be in the best situation. It's usually not something that you want. And, well, we should be under control. What is this? Compacted machinery? We're probably going to need to mine out a bit of that. I think that gets us components, which I don't think we have quite enough components to finish building this cooler here. Nice. Oh, a chunk of spacecraft. What is it? Oh, it's just a ship chunk. Oh, well, I don't need that. That's like much later than what we need right now. Come on. Who wants to hunt that fox? Someone hunt this fox. It's probably going to be Robles. What are you doing right now? Consuming a simple meal. Well, there's a fox to hunt, Robles. We need to get on the hunt. Jeez, get on your horse and chase that fox. Oh, Lucky's gonna do it. Okay, fine. Hunt the fox. You can get like a headdress out of it afterwards. It'll be a great, amazing moment for the overall colony. Trust me, it's gonna be great. Anyway, for now, that will bring us to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, hopefully we'll be able to finish up the remainder of the museum, and we'll just continue to survive on this terrible, terrible planet. Because, at this point, it seems like we are doing pretty well. So, what was that? Did you just insult Robles? Oh, no! Lucky just insulted Robles! You watch yourself, Lucky. Robles will knife you. Seriously. Anyway, as I was going to say, until next time, thanks for watching, and of course, enjoy the rest of your day.